right, and welcome to Moccasin Tracks. My name is Deb, and you listen to Adrian Sutherland in the background. And I turn it over to Rick.
Hello there.
My
Good
co-host.
morning. Hello, everyone. You are listening to Moccasin Tracks. Welcome.
Wow. So we're here. Carolyn Blackhunt's also running the board for us. Hey, Carolyn, say hi. You're on mic, right? Yeah.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, we got Adrian Sutherland in on a channel playing from a CD, and so we're excited to be having him join us very shortly. And Rick has just enough time to read his bio, so take it away, Rick.
Shall I go with this?
Yes, and also our disclaimer.
Before I read Adrian's bio, I just want to say to our listeners that Moccasin Tracks is a radio show for the whole family, all ages. We adhere to FCC rules and guidelines. We promote native and world music, culture, indigenous issues, stories, news, and voices of living indigenous culture. We are syndicated nationwide with the Pacifica Radio Network. Thank you for listening. And now I will tell you about our guest that we will be interviewing. His name is Adrian Sutherland, and one listen to Adrian and you'll know he's unlike anyone else. Born and raised in Canada's far north, the roots rocker with heart from Attawapisat First Nation has the voice of a songbird, a boatload of talent, and an ocean of muses from the waters of James Bay. His melding of folk, rock, roots, and blues draws inspiration from his northern life, traditional lands, and Cree culture. His music touches hearts with soul-stirring songs rippling far beyond stages and airwaves. Adrian's sophomore album, Precious Diamonds, was released March 15th, 2024, produced in Nashville by Colin Linden and mastered in New Jersey by the multi-Grammy-winning team of Greg Calby and Steve Fallone. Legendary guest artists on the 10-track record include Mickey Raphael, harmonica, and Jim Hoke, saxophones. 2 songs are written in Adrian's indigenous language, marking the first time in his music career he is writing and recording in Omashekogwak Cree. You will also hear powwow singing and chanting woven into the songs, performed by Adrian himself, the first time he has done so in his contemporary music. Adrian first worked with Colin Linden in 2021, literally cut off from the rest of the world for 2 full years. Adrian built his recording studio inside a shipping container to stay active in music. He used it to work remotely to record a solo debut in the Magic Hits. The album earned nominations at the 2022 Juno Awards and 2023 Canadian Folk Music Awards, while title track Magic Hits won Best Music Video from San Francisco's 47th American Indian Film Festival. It would also become the catalyst to launch his solo career. Adrian wrote and released 3 full albums of music with his band Midnight Shine before turning to solo projects. As one of the only professional recording artists in all of Canada who resides on a remote Fly-In First Nation and who is fluent in his native language. Adrian's story is compelling enough to capture the attention of national media like CTV's The Social and E-Talk, and international media like CNN Entertainment. He is presently writing a book for Penguin Random House Canada about his extraordinary life in the North. Adrian cares deeply about many causes with first-hand perspective on issues like contaminated water, food insecurity, addictions, and mental health. At this important time of reconciliation, he is hopeful for Canadians to walk together in love and respect.
All right. Hey, welcome to Moccasin Tracks, Adrian Sutherland.
Yes.
Haha. Do you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Are you hearing me okay?
Yeah, you're a little low in volume, but we got you.
All right.
Yeah, sorry about all the mix-up, but hey, we've been enjoying your music. We just got to play a couple more songs.
Awesome. Great to hear.
When I first heard the Attawapisat First Nation, your name was when Chief Teresa Spence was camping outside Parliament. That was some years ago, but she brought attention to an issue that really needed to be talked about. And I was wondering, all these years later, has much changed on your reserve?
Obviously, yes, there's been some changes here, but if I'm being honest, I haven't seen a whole lot of changes since Teresa Spence was chief. We still, to my knowledge, we're still not able to drink the water from our taps. You may or may not know that we collect our drinking water from dispensaries, 2 dispensaries that the community shares.
Wow, yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. My co-host here is Rick Hunt, and we have Carolyn behind us here working the boards. It's a kind of a group effort here on Moccasin Tracks. And, the last couple of weeks we've been playing your music. I go back to when you were playing with Midnight Shine. I just wanted you to know that we really appreciate some of those songs. One was Indian in Disguise, and it just is like this wonderful song that just goes with so many peoples, like all the nations who are struggling around their identity. And do you mind if we talk about some of your older work as well?
No, not at all. I don't mind at all. I love some of the earlier songs that I was writing with Midnight Shine. Those are some of my favorite all-time classic go-to songs. I mean, those are some really amazing songs that we were able to put out into the world.
Yeah. Indian in Disguise is one of them. And another one that Carolyn might be able to bring up in the background is Survivor. I'll tell you, whenever I have an interview and we talk about domestic violence, we talk about suicide, we talk about these problems, try to bring up your song Survivor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another classic.
Absolutely. I mean, that song, it was a special song for me, and for some other people that had approached me at the time. While I was sitting in the airport, they approached me and said that one of their dear family members was fighting a very serious fight for their life and had a serious illness, and they asked if I would ever consider writing a song for someone like that. And I've always thought about it, and wonder, but for me, like to kind of take a crack at something like that wasn't something I was comfortable doing for a very long time, but that was the first time I actually did something like that.
Well, it really touches many hearts, and it's an issue that doesn't seem to diminish. We're dealing with it, across across your country, across our country. It's a big issue, and
When you lost all
Carolyn's got it
sight
playing in the
and
background. I don't know
your
if you can hear it or not, but
take my
it's
hand and let's fight.
just something that makes us all pause.
Life will try
The
and
music
take your
allows
breath
us
away
to, I think,
from our world.
deeper our
I'm here,
connection to the
you're
issue.
not alone.
And
Just hold
I appreciate
on.
that you're writing these
You
songs from
showed
your
us how
heart.
strong you are.
Thank you for that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for playing my music, and I'm really glad that the music has reached people. People are connecting with it. So that's, as an artist, as a songwriter, I think that's really all you could ask for.
Adrian, could you tell us a little bit about your book project that you recently have been doing? It's published, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I've been working on this book for quite a while, and when I first had the opportunity presented to me, I wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into. Without even thinking twice, I said yes to the offer to write a book for Penguin Random House, the publishing company. And so that took me on a very interesting journey, retracing the steps of my childhood and talking about a whole wide range of different things. But I think the biggest thing that the book really emphasizes on is the idea of learning by doing things rather than just by thinking or talking. This approach is deeply rooted in my cultural background. So my experiences growing up connected to the land were always about doing stuff with your hands, whether it was netting, whether it was snaring, trapping, cleaning, animals and preparing meat and that sort of thing. Even eating, we eat with our hands. So everything we did was really about it was about doing things with our hands, and that's how we learned.
Beautiful. Sounds like, quite a work of art, and very personal as well. But what I love about it is that you're sharing the traditions and you're sharing your culture because, today so many are on carrying around the phone in your pocket and just like, having that be a constant. It's really, and you're talking about the real world. I think that's part of the subtitle, right? A Cree meditation on the real world. Yeah, so that's so excellent. I think it's going to be a good read.
Exactly, like you don't just think about how to build a fire, you build it, you feel the wood,
Yep,
smell the
yep,
smoke, you're adjusting to the wind,
yep.
all those things. I think it's the real world, right? And I mean, I think too often we get caught up in this world of technology, and we get sucked into it every day. It's just how things are today. But I mean, there's a whole world out there that people probably don't even know about and never probably experience, and may never, very very well never experience. So yeah, it's great that I was able to explore some of those things and talk about water and talked about housing. I talked about the Cree beliefs, hunting, all these different things and what it taught me.
Yay.
Thank you.
We love your music. Like you're a roots rocker. It's just something that, for us, it's, I don't know if we're just of this generation, that it just, the rhythm of it, it's just really beautiful. We love it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything about the music, Rick, that you were feeling? I think you liked it right away when you heard.
Yes. Your music is fantastic, Adrian.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean that's one passion I have. Music is a big passion of mine, and I want to keep making music as long as I can. And I've always said that music has only just been part of my journey. It's not everything. It's not everything because because of where I live. I think there's just so much um, that I have to do it when I'm at home, and because I choose to live here, it means that I still go out and hunt and collect firewood and do all that stuff. But music has always been there with me, and it's been there for me, and probably always will be. Um, and it's just been part of my journey. So I hope I can continue to do music and make music and share my music with people like you and hopefully it's far reaching and when I put it out into the world.
Do any of your children or any of your family join in with your music endeavors?
Well, my kids are very artistic. I mean, I have my daughter, she draws. She's more of a visual artist. She's been drawing for a little while. She hasn't had the time to do that too much lately, but the kids all sing. Some of them are
Nice.
kind of, starting to play around with maybe the guitar or keyboards, but haven't really taken a run at it yet. But the grandkids they come in here and I'll let them fool around with the drum kit and start keyboard and stuff. So they love that, and I'm trying to include them on the music stuff that I'm involved with, and I'm hoping to do that on this next project I've been working on for a little while, and maybe capturing some of the children and different things singing. So that's something I think is important for me as I move forward into this new chapter with my music.
Cool. Tell me about, is the band still together, Midnight Shine? Do they still um, produce music as well, or?
No, actually, we haven't done anything together since pre-COVID. That was the
Yeah.
last time we did a show together back in 2019, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. It's been
March
a while.
2019. Yeah, so we haven't really been in touch since then. I guess you could say we're in a bit of a hiatus, I guess. I mean, no one has said that to me that we're done, but who knows? I mean, we'll see what the future brings, and I think I chose to focus on my solo stuff because I couldn't do anything during COVID. I couldn't travel for 2 years. I couldn't go anywhere, so I started focusing on my solo stuff, which was always my real ambition of mine to do, and that's what I started as. It was a solo artist, and then we formed the band in 2011 because at the time I was offered to open up for there was offered a gig to open up for a trooper, and the only stipulation they gave me was that I had to have a band. So that's kind of how it all came together, and then we made 3 albums together in 10 years, really grinding it out in the music industry. And we toured, quite a bit. We played some really, really big festivals and fun venues. It was a great time.
Did you get to play with Buffy St. Marie yet?
No, I haven't played for her, and I did run into her once, maybe 2018, I think would have been when I saw her. But that was the only time I ever saw her, was at a conference, and I talked to her briefly.
I think I read that in one of the articles about you, that was one of the aspirations you had. Tell us about the song Precious.
Yeah, I mean, the song "Precious," I think it's really sort of a song that speaks to our, in some ways, our oppressors. And we that's where that line comes from. "Whoa now, sinner, what you going to learn to now? There ain't no hiding in here." Because I think a lot of things, I believe that things are changing, and I think things will have to change eventually. The world cannot remain the same. It always evolves, and it always has to change for the better of humanity. And I think, a lot of indigenous cultures, and particularly First Nations people, have been really kept down for for a long time. And but it's changing. I see more and more spaces for our people. More and more people are speaking out, and questioning things when things aren't done right, or when they're feeling that we're being continuing to be oppressed. So it's important, because it's not easy to get your voice out there. It's not easy to stand up and speak for what you believe is right, because people start taking shots at you. So, but yeah, that's really where the song came from. That was kind of the inspiration behind the song. And in that land, that line, "This land is precious," is really, I think we all can relate to that. I think when we talk about this earth, this earth that we live on,
Yes.
so this beautiful, beautiful planet Earth, that we all enjoy. We certainly want that for our children and our grandchildren and so on. I think we all want the same things, and I think because of that common goal, I think we'll find a way to make things right.
Yeah, we often play it whenever we're talking about issues that deal with, like, digging up the earth, the resources or whatever, and abusing the earth in that way. And I bring out that song because it just seems to, like the music speaking to us instead of using words, just play an Adrian Sutherland song. We got this. So yeah, once again, it's always so perfect. My Rebel Spirit. Tell us about that one. Just briefly. I know we don't have too much more time. You probably need to get going, but
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think I've always kind of felt like a bit of a loner, and I still feel that way at times. And I'm not sure where that feeling comes from. It could be because of where I was raised, and I spent a lot of time alone. Growing up, especially going out into the bush, you're not always hunting with other parties. Sometimes you're alone doing stuff. So I feel like it's hard to fit in, and it's hard to fit into the rest of the world sometimes. And so, yeah, I may have this sort of part of me that feels like a rebel, and I may do things outside of the norm. And if you tell me I can't do something, I'm probably going to try to prove you wrong. And so that's kind of where that song came from. I'm also a bit of a stubborn guy, and as I get older, I'll probably get more and more stubborn. But yeah, no, but I'm also learning too. As I grow, I'm learning that it's important to have alliances, and have people in your corner, and making those alliances and building them. Because without the help of other people, I wouldn't be doing this today, and I wouldn't be here. So certain people have opened doors for me, while others have closed doors on me. So I really appreciate the people that have stuck with me and all these years, and continue to support me and get my music out there.
Great. Well, I really appreciate your lyrics as well. And, do they come first, or are you writing your compositions first, or?
Yeah,
No?
it's usually the top down is usually how I kind of start. It's I start with just playing chords, I usually do the music part first, and then the lyrics kind of come.
Wow.
Yeah, just throwaway lines, that's how I start my songs all the time. But I've been trying different things, going from the middle out,
Wow.
and then, or the bottom up. Just trying different things lately, and I'm really pushing myself. In some of the people I'm working with right now are really pushing me too. So it's been much harder than any project I ever worked on. previously, and I'm glad because I'm learning so much, and I think I see the reward, when you push yourself really hard, when it comes to not just music, but anything in life. You see you reap the benefits. You see the results, and I certainly feel that way right now. And as we're kind of sort of at the beginning of this project we've been working on for the last little while, and it's only going to keep getting better and better as time goes on. And I'm really excited about what I've been working on, and looking forward to getting it out before too long.
All right. So you got the book, and then this is a new music project you're
Yeah.
also going to be releasing.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Good for you. Good for you. Well, we're really thrilled. Rick, do you have any more questions for Adrian?
I want to say thank you, Adrian, for being on the show today. It's an honor to have you here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to get me on.
Yeah, and we're going to keep playing your music because we love it. We dance to it, and it just seems to always, we do all kinds of interviews, but then there's always a song that you've released that kind of like sums it up. So it's it's so much fun to have that. And yay, good for you. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's truly been an honor, and I hope that you'll come back and after, with these new projects, and we can talk about that at a time later.
Yeah, sure. Anytime you guys want to talk, just reach out.
Okay. You be well. Take care of that family.
You too. Thank you.
Peace and love.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye now.
Nobody hears the words I speak. My songs don't cut through the noise. I've never been one to preach. No, don't drink the water, it's poison.